The 11th of October 2017, Williams has confirmed that Robert Kubica has completed a successful day of testing at Silverstone on Wednesday, as part of the outfit's evaluation of the pole for a 2018 Formula One race seat. Kubica has been exploring the possibility of making a return to Formula One, 6 years after he sustained serious arm injuries in a rally crash. Kubica completed 2 private sessions in a 2012 spec Renault before the manufacturer afforded him a day's worth of running in the RS17 at the post-race test in Hungary. Renault conceded that it did not get all the answers it required and acted to sign Carlos Sainz Jr. on loan from Red Bull when the Spaniard became available as part of the engine switches. Kubica's attention subsequently turned to Williams, which confirmed to JeepUpdate.net last month that it was evaluating him as a potential option for 2018. Williams revealed that it planned to run Kubica and reserve Paul di Resta as it assesses its options for the vacant 2018 seat alongside Lance Stroll, who is set to stay on, with Felipe Massa's future unclear. Kubica sampled Williams' 2014 spec car on Wednesday at the home of the British Grand Prix, in cool and cloudy conditions, though Williams did not divulge details on lap times or the amassed mileage. Robert has completed a successful day with the team today at Silverstone, driving an FW36, Williams confirmed to JeepUpdate.net. "We will not be releasing any further information at this time, however." Nico Rosberg, who recently joined Kubica's management stable, commented last weekend that there were no doubts over his condition. Rosberg added that the outing with Williams would be more focused on assessing whether Kubica is a good fit for the team. Latest news 12:16 F1 12:14 Mark Priestley dissects a Formula E chassis to explain how the drivers are kept safe and supported while racing wheel-to-wheel. FA 11:24 Bradley Smith says the support from KTM hasn't ever wavered amid his struggles this year. In the wake of the manufacturer, Moto 1021 Tech 3 has drafted in Kota Nozane to replace Jonas Folger for this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. Nozane, 21, has competed. Moto 921 McLaren-backed Lando Norris is hoping to conclude his Formula 3 campaign with a hat-trick of wins, as he looks to clinch the F307-41 Tech 3's Jonas Folger will miss this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix due to illness, and is thought unlikely to return for the Moto 522. Join reigning world champion Nico Rosberg for a behind-the-scenes glimpse into his weekend at the Japanese Grand Prix, as he F1 1737 Williams has confirmed that Robert Kubica has completed a successful day of testing at Silverstone on Wednesday, as part of F1 1630. To experience the excitement of the Japanese Grand Prix from the perspective of a superfan in this video from Red Bull Racing. F1 1600 Primus Charles Leclerc wrapped up the Formula 2 crown at Jerez last weekend, with a round to spare, as he took his 8th pole. F2 1528 The family of Maria de Villota have reached an agreement in their dispute with the Manor F1 team over the incident in which the F1 1504 Yamaha's Maverick Vinales has accepted that overhauling Marc Marquez in this year's title battle will not be easy, but has. Moto 1345 Mercedes explains and analyzes the decisions behind the various strategies adopted at the most recent Grand Prix in Malaysia. F1 1232 The participants for next month's inaugural Formula One Esports Grand Final have been determined following an event in F1 1148. Jorge Lorenzo has set his sights on capturing his first victory with Ducati during MotoGP flyaway sequence of Moto 1036 ride on board with Ed Carpenter Racing Spencer Paget at Road America as preparations continue on IndyCar's revised aerodynamic. Indy 0912 Ferrari entered the sequence of Asian flyaway events brimming with confidence, but departed Japan with its 2017 prospects in F1 0801. KTM has reiterated its support for Bradley Smith, and confirmed that the Briton will continue to race for the team full-time in Moto 537. Formula One gears up for next weekend's United States Grand Prix in Austin, where Grammy Award-winning artists Justin Timberlake. F1 1806 Formula One tire supplier Pirelli has revealed the drivers' tire selections for the United States Grand Prix, with Mercedes. F1 1632 Felipe Drugovich will contest this weekend's European Formula 3 finale at Hockenheim with Van Amersfoort Racing. Drugovich. F3 1536 McLaren Racing Director Eric Boullier says the outfit has emerged stronger from the recent flyaway events, despite missing out. F1 1413 A cookery book produced by Romain Grosjean and his wife, TV presenter Marianne Jules Grosjean, is to be released at the end of F1 13-18 reigning world champion Marc Marquez says he will give 100% at each of the remaining rounds in his quest to capture a Motive 1249 on his 94th birthday. Look back on the life and career of legendary motorsport commentator Murray Walker. In this documentary by F1 1202, Lewis Hamilton bagged his 8th victory of the season, as Sebastian Vettel's title hopes diminished amid another Ferrari. F1 1132 Katsuyuki Nakasuga will make his traditional wildcard appearance with Yamaha at this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. Nakasuga, Motive 1112 watches Ferrari chairman Sergio Marchionne opens the day's trading at the New York Stock Exchange, as part of the Marcus. F10938 Ferrari team principal Maurizio Arrivabene says the squad will tackle the remaining Grand Prix with even more determination. F10812 Sergio Perez says he understands Force India's approach after he was denied the opportunity to race teammate Esteban Ocon for F10536 McLaren highlights its partnership with Japanese machine tool builder Mazik, which has kept the team's wheels turning for 18. F11702 watches Sebastian Vettel's special helmet design for the Japanese Grand Prix is painted by Agnieszka Wienand of Jens Munzer. F11616 legendary announcer Michael Buffer is set to introduce drivers onto the grid at next weekend's United States Grand Prix. In a F11528 Lewis Hamilton strode into a 59-point lead with victory as the spark went out of the title battle following another Ferrari. F11424 McLaren's Stoffel Vandoorne says a first-lap clash with Ferrari rival Kimi Raikkonen scuppered his hopes of claiming a strong F1 1306 go on board with ex-Formula 1 driver Rio Haryanto as he tests Formula E machinery at the Ricardo Tormo circuit in Valencia. FA 1216 Felipe Massa says it is difficult to understand why Williams lacked race pace compared to its midfield rivals at the Japanese. F1 1142 Renault's Nico Hülkenberg reckons the issue with his drag reduction system DRS shortly after his pit stop cost him a points. F1 1022 Kevin Magnussen has heaped praise on Haas for getting everything right to turn midfield grid slots into a double points finish. F10912 Mercedes boss Toto Wolff labeled Lewis Hamilton's display at the Japanese Grand Prix as perfect, after the Briton moved 59. F1